Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back. Today we are going to do this look. We're going to do this sunset kind of look using the Chase Your Dreams palette. I want to tell you guys before we get going on this how much it meant to me when you guys were telling me that you really loved last week's eye look and how you did that look also. That made me feel really good that you guys actually did the look and loved it. It gets my heart. If you guys want to, go get your Glitzy Fritzy Essential Eyebrush set and your Chase Your Dreams palette, and let's get making us a sunset eye. Want to? I do. All right then.
But first, let's do our segment of
Getting to Know You.
Today I would like you guys to meet Lori Abercrombie. Lori has been part of the Fritzy family for at least 4 years now. I get to know you guys when you converse with me in comments, emails, DMs, etc. And I've been talking to Lori for a while now. She is beautiful 61 with 3 sons, a daughter who's incidentally about to get married next year. She has 8 grandchildren so far, and a proud fur mom to 2 Maltese Shih Tzus who are 8 and 10. I'm so jealous of that. She loves and can do just about every craft except crochet, and she's great at home design as well. She absolutely loves hair coloring and wishes that she had become a hairdresser. Look at her beautiful hair, which I think makes her look even more fun and younger than I know her to be. She's been to Iraq and Afghanistan and is currently on disability retirement from the government, where she worked after she retired from the Navy. She loves to travel and has been to almost every state. She's run a natural skincare business for 17 years until she was in a really bad accident in 2014, and that took away her ability to walk for 5 months. After that, it was too difficult to keep up, so she closed that down. But I'll tell you something else that I know that she didn't say is that she also can make really cool, unique jewelry, because I saw it myself. Thank you for sharing yourself with us today, Lori, and everybody say hello and introduce yourself to Lori in the comments. We're going to tap down in here to be bold with our E25 brush. Tapping down in there just a little bit. Obviously, this small section is a voiceover. I'm holding way back on the brush there, and I'm just kind of drawing a line right above my crease there, and then I'm taking the brush and just kind of flicking up, and I'm just kind of making a line there with this color. And then, after that, I'm going to start blending it a little bit. But the microphone was way far away, and so it was real echoey, and I cut it.
And then I'm going to tap. Not quite in the crease. I mean, I'm still above it, but I'm just kind of darkening it up a little bit right there. And then I'm going to take my E35 and come up here and just kind of try and blend it out a little more. I did not set my eye, so the eyeshadows are not wanting to move as well. I forgot, okay? You guys know I always do that. But this is good because you can see how much my eye wrinkles are moving all over the place as I try to blend this better without setting the eye first. E55 into Aspire, and I'm going to coat this brush up real good with that, and then what we're going to do is come on the inner corner right there, tap that down. I'm going to take the other side of the brush and come into the Chase, and we're going to come right next to Aspire. And as you can see, it's a slightly different color. Very slight, but that's okay because I'm going to use a different color to shift it. But I do want to lay it down there. Now then, I'll take the same brush. I'm going to get the Drive, and we're going to put it right here on the outside of the eye. Scooch it on in there. All right, And I went back in again because I really want this purple to be prominent. In fact, I'm going to take the end of that and come in here. I'm going to just bring it right down here on the lower. Not all the way yet because we still have to put on foundation and stuff. But I do want to make sure that I've got a good coating of this. You remember I said the chase I wasn't that worried about? That's because I'm going to take the Dream and just plop it right down. Look at that. Is that a little bit of sunshine or what? I'm going to pop this right down over the top of that, and I'm just patting, okay? Just patting it there. That is shifting the chase up. It's not letting the gold be as strong as it was on my finger. See, look at that. Can you imagine? It would be gorgeous, but not what I'm after. Not today. So the chase is permitting me to use this gold without it overpowering the whole look. Let's get a little bit of You Can on the E35, and that is not the same color as Be Bold. I know it seems like it, but it really isn't. One has more orange. I'm going to take that now. I'm going to tip my head down so I'm looking in this mirror, just right there. I mean, not a lot. I mean, I just barely tapped it down because I want to include a little bit darker of an orange, but not lose what we laid down there initially. So see, that just kind of transitions this into a darker orange right there. Now wipe it off and then come up here and just kind of blend this out. We'll finish up with this after we've done the rest of our face, so let's move on. Let's go ahead and use my Lancome Feels Good stuff. I don't know. This is a foundation, I guess, but I thought it was a BB cream all this time, and so I didn't try it. And then Vivian got me going on it, and I really like it. I know that me doing my hair before I do my makeup causes some people anxiety, but it cannot be helped today. I think it was the Cindy Grace video from last week. I was saying about the underwear story. Some of you have been around here since the dawn of time, and you probably remember this story. Others of you have not. And I gotta tell you, there are stories that can never be told here. They would hurt people, or they wouldn't appreciate me saying some things. And, you know, they got their right to privacy. It wasn't this story, but there was something else that was told in that story that I didn't have permission to tell. So I took that video. Actually, I took down quite a lot of stories from my channel so that it wouldn't hurt some people. In case you're wondering what that humming is and why my hair is doing this, I'm burning up and there's a fan on me. Okay, so sorry about that. I know that's probably further aggravating somebody's anxiety. All right, I'll turn off the fan. I'll try and do it. So this story goes back to when I was a secretary at Farm Bureau. You guys remember I told you about some stories from then. In your early 20s, what do you typically do? I mean, unless you're just like really responsible, you probably spent a lot of time drinking in your early 20s. Did you not? I'm no different. I did too. I absolutely went crazy after I turned 21. Getting ready to bronze, but I wanted to see, did you guys get any of the holiday brushes or the on sale brushes from Rephr? I told you I would show you guys the difference. This one here is the holiday brush, the number 25, and this one is the number 22, my favorite bronzer brush. Can you see the difference between them? So they're both fabulous. All right, anyway. So I had been out drinking this night, of course, because after work, we all used to go out and get drinks to work, you know. So this was like the next day. Let's try a different brush. This is my Sculpt 4. I want to try that out on this. See how it works. Oh, it's a little lot. Oh my gosh, look what I did. Okay, I think I've got to fix that. Anyway, so yeah. All right, guys, I tried. I can't do it. Okay, I got to turn the fan back on. So I am sorry, but I'm competing with my neighbor's lawnmower anyway. So what's a little more noise? Anyway, like I said, this was like the next day after we'd been out partying. Of course, when you're younger, you can bounce back through this stuff a lot quicker than after you get older, right? Am I right? But I get up, I'm getting dressed in the dark, and I'm not fully awake. So what do you think happened? Remember those real flowy, like you wore them with boots, wedge boots, right? And the skirts were real flowy and they went down to almost your dang ankle. Remember those? Okay, well that's what I was wearing this day. The skirt. And of course I wore pantyhose, but I didn't have the kind of pantyhose that had the underwear built into them. Okay, girls, you know what I mean? I mean, they're like tan all the way up, right? So that's what I have. I got these pantyhose on under this skirt. I got my boots on. I got my shirt and everything on, and I go to work, and I'm late too, so I'm hurrying. Every chance I get, I'm practically running. Really not that big of a deal because those skirts are so long and stuff. How are you going to know anyway, right? Well, you might if it's a day when the wind is blowing super hard. I get to work and I go into the bathroom to use the bathroom. And that's when I discovered that, oh my gosh, you idiot, you don't have on your underwear. So I'm like, okay, everything's cool, long skirt, I'm indoors, you know, unless something really stupid happened, no one's going to know about this. And at lunch, I will just take my happy butt down to L.S. Airs, which for some of you, you don't know what that is. L.S. Airs is kind of like a Macy's. Okay, it was local to the Midwest, and it's a luxury department store. And when lunch hour came, I went running down the road to, you know, it's probably about 3 blocks from that building. I went go running down the road to the LS Air so that I can buy some drawers and put them on and nobody will be the wiser, right? Okay, we're going to finish up here with this palette now. I'm going to take my E46 and come into this purple shade here, and we're going to come under the eyes. I'm crossing the street on the light, and a gust of wind, me running, all of it together was just a perfect storm. And what happened was the wind caught this skirt, this flowy skirt. And you know that picture of Marilyn Monroe and how she's standing on that grate? This is what happens to my skirt. It blows up. It blows up in my face and I can't get it down. And while I'm in the middle of the road trying to get my dress down with everything hanging out there, I hear the cars. And there's a crash. So what did the police say when they got there? Because you're supposed to stick around, okay, if you have witnessed an accident. If you caused the accident, then yes, you're supposed to stick around. Okay, so what do you think the cops said when they got there? I don't know, because I left. I ran as fast as I could back to where I worked. Yep, there was plenty of people to witness, so I wasn't real worried about that. But, you know, I mean, put that in your police report. Some girl just ran across the street and with her hoo-ha hanging out and caused this wreck. Okay, I know putting on mascara is a big time bore, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you how I do my eyebrows again. I'm not comfortable with that. I've done it in a few videos, but I'm getting a few of you now who say, please show us how you do your eyebrows. So I'm going to talk you through how I do my eyebrows, and I am not comfortable about that at all. Most of the time, I will take the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setting Gel. And the reason I do this first is because it keeps me from getting too carried away with my brow pencil. So what I do is I will take it and I will run it through my brows. I like a more feathery brow, so I take the gel and I push my brows up, and then I will turn the flat side on it to get more product. I usually will come through like this and just kind of position the brow where I want it to be. And when that sets down, it's like concrete in my eyebrows. It keeps my brows from moving, and it lets me get the shape that I'm looking for. And then, like I said, it also lets me coast over the top of this product with the brow pencil to darken it up, but not getting a lot of it on the actual skin. See? This makes the brow hairs thicker and stiffer. And see, these are set now. And because this product is in it, it's like thicker. So then I take my brow pencil, and the one I absolutely adore and prefer is the e.l.f. pencil. Should probably use that one, but I've swore to use up my brow products. So I want to use this one, and I've just started using this again. So I think there's like a trial period with a brow product where you have to use it for a little bit before you feel comfortable with it. And right now I'm used to Lancome's pencils. First of all, you notice that one eyebrow is lower than the other. And so what I do is when I come through this brow, I'm kind of coming higher than the actual brow. When I come through this brow, I'm coming straight through it so that when I'm done, hopefully the brows will look more even. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come up here at the very top. Even though the hair is down here, I'm coasting up here, and I'm just barely taking this pencil and like making that gel darker. The gel is keeping me from getting to my skin so that I'm only hitting the gel and hair. I feel pretty self-conscious doing this too. You see, I'm just gradually darkening up my brow. And because I used that gel and feathered the hairs up, it looks like I have more hair in my brow than I do. Now, of course, with this eye, that's not where the hair is. You can see the real hair underneath here. But I'll take care of that in a minute. Then when I get that done, then I come to the front of my brow and I just kind of make sure that I'm right here on my tear duct. They say that you should come to the end of your nose, but you know, I like it right there. So I'll just come right there, and then I just take and flick, flick, flick at the front, and I try not to get too much. Now my right brow is done. Now I'm going to move to this one, and this time I'm going to come through the actual brow. I'm just skating over the top of this product. When I get to the front of the brow, I do the little strokes again. So I just come and stroke it up. And then I can judge by the two whether or not I'm close to, you know, over here I'm going to have to come up a little bit higher so that I'm even. I used to be a lot more self-conscious about my brows than I am now, and I give it the thanks to this product, which I would have never found if it hadn't been for my friend Mel Thompson. I can't remember if Mel uses it like that or not. Mel usually does her brows off camera. All right, then after I've got that all done, then I can take my brush and just sweep through gently, but I'm not removing any of that product. Then the last thing that I do, and it kind of depends on if I can't find this or not. You can use like Highbrow by Benefit, or Sigma has a brow highlighting thing. A lot of times, most of the time, I'm using this e.l.f. color correcting pen. And we might have to get a new one out. I think this one's had it. Darn it. Let's see if she's got anything left. And then I come clean up. Now you remember those hairs? I'm going to skate over the top of those with this. And it kind of buries them. It also makes it look like I have blended my shadow better than I did up there, because then I come in here with my finger and tap this out. And in doing that, it looks like I've come under my brow with something and blended my shadow better than I actually did. Yep, this thing's finished up. It's headed to the empties. It's one of those products that I get from e.l.f. and you have to buy a lot of them when they're on the site because they're sold out a lot. Okay, so then that concludes my look for today. So let us do our little posing. All right, then I hope that you guys enjoyed that. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. And do you have this palette? Do you want this palette? I hope that you guys always remember that you're the best part of the Fritzy family. And if you're not having a blessed day, just go out and be a blessing to somebody else. And until next time, love you, see ya, bye. And I'm out.
E55 into Aspire. No, not ass. Aspire. Not. Oh my gosh, I just ran my finger through that. Back in black. I hit the pan. Don't you know it? Where did that stupid thing go? What is it called? It's this. Okay, are you ready? That sounded a little possessed, Mary. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Yeah, we're moving on in to the other color. I think some people are like, will you please grow up? You're 58 years old. And to that I say, never! No. Are you doing your job? Really? I caught you cheating on me with that stupid camera! Candle! Again! And again and again. And I have witnesses that you do this all the time. I mean, I was living a Toby Keith life. Red Solo cup, you fill me up. Let's have a party. Let's have a party. Oh, Red Solo cup, I fill you up. Is that how that goes? I don't know. Oh well. Que sera, sera. Use brushes and mess your face. This is my mustache. Is it too much for you to handle that I ain't got no panties on? This makes the brow hairs. Stroke me, stroke me, stroke, stroke, stroke me, stroke me. You got some brow hairs.